Good afternoon, honored guests, friends, and family of the Spanish River High School class of 2025. At this time, would you please find a seat, and for your safety and the security of our graduates, please refrain from walking and or standing in the aisles as the commencement ceremony for Spanish River High School is ready to begin. We ask that you stay seated and allow everyone to focus on the entrance of the Spanish River High School graduating class of 2025, led by Principal Dr. Allison Castellano, Superintendent Michael J. Burke, and Spanish River's 2025 Teacher of the Year, Mr. Frank Torres.
Graduates, please turn and face the stage at this time. Welcome, honored guests, parents, family, and friends to the class of 2025's commencement ceremony. Family, friends, graduates, please make sure you're standing. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Principal Award recipients Hannah Davis and Polo Victor Gallo. Hannah is the daughter of Clara Egan's. She is a true scholar, leader, and change maker. With a 3.9 GPA and a 1460 SAT, she has excelled in biotechnology, led scientific research on water contamination, and earned top honors at state science fairs. As president of Women of Tomorrow and a leader in clubs like HOSA, DECA, and Science Olympiad, she's empowered others while making a lasting impact on our school and community. After being accepted to 9 prestigious universities, she has decided to continue her journey at the University of Florida. Polo is the son of Josella and Luis Gallo. After arriving in the United States just 2 years ago, Polo wasted no time making incredible impact on Spanish River. He quickly mastered English, earned straight A's in rigorous AP, ACE, and honors courses, and led both his varsity and club soccer teams as a standout player and captain. His kindness, determination, leadership, and resilience have set him apart. This fall, he will pursue a future in sports medicine at the University of Florida.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our national anthem will now be sung by our choral students under the direction of Mr. Alex Kowalski.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, choral ensemble members, guests, and graduates. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize our esteemed guests on stage today. Please stand when I call your name. Superintendent of the School District of Palm Beach County, Mr. Michael J. Burke. School Board Member Gloria Branch. General Counsel Shantoya Bernard. Chief Academic Officer Maria Bishop. Chief of Student Health and Wellness Keith Oswald. Chief Operating Officer Joseph Sanchez. Our South Region Superintendent Dr. Rachel Capitano. South Region Instructional Superintendent Dr. Anthony Lockhart. South Region Instructional Superintendent Alicia Steiger. Executive Director of Multicultural Education, Dr. Patricia Ordonez. Principal of Blue Lake Elementary, Seth Moldovan. Principal of Calusa Elementary, Susan Figueroa. Principal of Del Prado Elementary, Lori Riapel. Principal of Murakami Elementary, Stephanie Coletto. Principal of Omni Middle School, Dr. Nakia DeLuz. Principal of Don Estridge High Tech Middle School, Dr. Joshua Davidow. Principal of Verde K-8 School, Kelly Patrick. Your assistant principal at his last graduation, retiring after 43 years of service to education, Mr. Ira Solid. Spanish River's Teacher of the Year and Senior Class Sponsor, Frank Torres. Senior Class Sponsor, Courtney LaBelle. Spanish River Assistant Principal, Jennifer Carell. Spanish River High School Class of 2025 valedictorian, Jesse Cohen. Spanish River High School salutatorian, Shay Huberman. Student Government President, Cadence Coffey. Senior Class President, Sophie Tucker. Our sign language interpreters, Jamie Aranda and Kate Robertson, thank you for your service today. Last, I would like to introduce the class of 2025 student officers along with Mr. and Miss Spanish River seated in our first row. Please stand and be recognized at your seat as I call your name. Miss Spanish River, Ava Malik. Ava is the daughter of Mike and Diana Malik. She will be attending the University of Florida. Mr. Spanish River is Brett Kapitke. He is the son of Lawrence and Christy Kapitke, and he will be attending Chicago University next year. SGA Vice President Lila Steinfink. She is the daughter of Neil and Catherine Steinfink, and she will also be attending the University of Florida. The senior class vice president is Dylan Moody. She's the daughter of Lance and Jamie Moody, and she will be attending the University of Florida. The secretary is Madison Lebensfeld. She is the daughter of Mark and Sarah Lebensfeld, and she will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison. The treasurer is Samantha Solodkin. She is the daughter of Jason and Lori Solodkin, and she will be attending the University of Texas, Austin. Thank you for serving as valued officers in student government this year. The 2025 class of Spanish River is an accomplished group of seniors. Your accomplishments as we stand here today are simply amazing. Your athletic, academic, and community awards are numerous. Just this year alone, Spanish River High School was recognized for the following athletic awards, and this year's graduating athletes played a key role in our success. Football was district runner-up, FHSAA State Series qualifiers, second year in a row. Boys bowling had one state qualifier. Boys cross country, City of Boca Raton champions, Palm Beach County champions, district champions for the 10th consecutive year, regional champions, and 7th place at the state championships. Coach Horn was named Coach of the Year. Woo! Girls cross country, City of Boca Raton champions, Palm Beach County champions, and back-to-back district champions, 13th place at the state championship. Boys varsity swimming, regional qualifiers, 4 individual state qualifiers, 1 individual district and regional champion for diving who placed 4th at states. Girls varsity swimming, back-to-back district champions, regional qualifiers, 6 individual state qualifiers, and 1 individual state qualifier in diving. All total for swimming, 12 state qualifiers. Boys golf had 1 individual district champion and 2 regional qualifiers. Girls golf was back-to-back district champions and regional qualifiers. Boys wrestling had 3 individual district champions, 2 regional champions, 4 state qualifiers, and Coach Stewart was named Coach of the Year. Congratulations to Mr. Stewart. Girls soccer, district runner-up and regional qualifiers. Girls weightlifting, 4 regional qualifiers and 3 state qualifiers. Girls water polo, district champions back-to-back years and regional qualifiers. Boys water polo, district runners-up. Girls varsity flag football, district champions for the 5th year in a row and regional semifinalists. Girls lacrosse brought home our first district championship in program history. And boys lacrosse was district runners-up. Girls softball, district champions back-to-back years and regional qualifiers. Girls tennis, district team champions and regional team qualifiers, individual, single, and double state qualifiers. Boys tennis, district team and regional team champions and team state qualifiers. Boys weightlifting, 3 individual district champions, team district runner-up, 9 regional qualifiers, and 1 state qualifier. Boys volleyball, district runner-up. Girls track and field, 20 regional qualifiers. Boys track and field, district champions for the 5th consecutive year, 26 regional qualifiers, and a state champion 4x800 relay team. Let's give those boys a round of applause. And you're not just talented athletes. As a class, you've earned over $12.6 million in scholarships. Your class has 3 National Merit Scholarship finalists, 2 semifinalists, and 10 commended students. 34 National College Board Hispanic, African American, or Indigenous scholars, and 5 Ivy League acceptances. Almost half of this graduating class qualified for Bright Futures, with 312 of you hitting the mark. That's amazing. 271 of you have earned an ACE diploma, with an additional 49 pending on this year's results. And in addition, 55 seniors today have given back to the community with over 500 hours of community service. I am honored to be the principal of such a stellar group of service-driven students. Our students will represent Spanish River in the most prestigious public and private universities next year. As a result of our industry certification and OJT programs, there will be a number of students who will directly enter our workforce, as well as protect our country through their service in the armed forces. Congratulations to these students. Seniors at this graduation today, in my opinion, are the best educators and staff members our district has to offer. They have taught you, guided you, and ensured you are successful. Please help me in honoring our teachers, counselors, secretaries, paraprofessionals, coaches, support staff, and everyone that helped you reach your highest potential. Spanish River faculty and staff, please stand and be acknowledged. You may be seated. I would also like to thank the PTSA and Spanish River Foundation parent volunteers and board members. Their presence, as well as their funding and support of our special projects and teachers' requests, enable Spanish River High School to excel. If you are a member of our PTSA or foundation, please stand and be recognized for your efforts. You can see we need more members. As the superintendent of the A-rated school district of Palm Beach County, Mr. Michael Burke is passionate about supporting academic excellence and paving the way to postgraduate success for our district's 170,000 students who attend 182 schools. Mr. Burke has dedicated more than 3 decades to public education in Florida, including more than 27 years of service to the students and families of Palm Beach County. It is my honor to welcome a leader who believes in the potential of every graduate. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Mr. Michael Burke.
Thank you, Dr. Castellano. Congratulations, Spanish River High School class of 2025. It is your time to thrive. Parents, family, friends, and school district colleagues, please join me in a huge round of applause for these amazing graduates. All right, go Sharks. It's an honor to serve as the superintendent of your A-rated school district of Palm Beach County, and I'm glad I get to be a small part of this important ceremony. Man, that was an incredible list of accomplishments, Dr. Castellano. You all have excelled academically and athletically. And I would just ask, well, I'm going to be honored to shake all of your hands. If you weightlifting champs out there could just take it easy on me a little bit, I'd appreciate it. My arm's getting a little sore. But I want to point out something pretty special about Spanish River, or Shark Nation. You guys have a fearless leader, and you could not find a truer, more dedicated shark. Principal Castellano actually attended Spanish River High School and graduated. Some of you may know that, along with her husband and her children. And she taught math at Spanish River High School before coming back to lead you as principal. So that's pretty special. I'm not aware of another high school in Palm Beach County that has a principal that has done all that. So, thank you, Dr. Castellano. I feel a special connection to this class because you see, I started as superintendent about the same time you all became high school freshmen. And now 4 years later, you are seniors about to graduate, and I am starting to receive senior citizen discounts. So not too shabby. For our graduates, it probably seems like it took a long time to reach this important milestone in your life. 13 years of formal education, including kindergarten. But for your parents with us today, I suspect those 13 years may have flown by a little faster. The older I get, the faster time seems to move by. And the last thing I want to do this afternoon is waste your time, so I'm going to try to be brief with my remarks. Class of 2025, time is your most valuable asset, much more valuable than money. Unlike money, you can't earn or replenish time you've used. Every second that passes is time spent that you cannot get back. I graduated high school in 1985, or as you might say, back in the 1900s. And coincidentally, that was the same year the movie Back to the Future came out. I hope you've had a chance to see this classic movie. It's hard to believe it's 40 years old. But in the movie, high school student Marty McFly goes 30 years back in time, and his interactions with his parents has a profound impact on his future life and his family. It shows us how even seemingly small decisions in the past can carry significant consequences in the future. The decisions you make and how you choose to spend the time over the next 4 years will likely impact the quality of your life for the next 40 years. Think about it. You're entering a critical period in your life, so be mindful of the decisions you make and ask yourself, is this decision going to help me or hurt me in achieving my goals? There will be countless decisions to make in the years ahead. Please be sure to always consider the consequences and do what you know deep down will be good for you. Your graduation today is a major life accomplishment, so enjoy it and celebrate it with friends and family. We are all proud of you, and I'd like you to think about all the people who helped you get to the stage today. Your parents, your family, your friends, your teachers and coaches, mentors, counselors, and school administrators. Graduates, would you please show them your appreciation with a big round of applause? Nice. That's the power of love right there for my Back to the Future fans. As superintendent, I also want to thank Palm Beach County for always supporting our schools. Whether that be on the ballot, in the classroom, or in the community, you have my deepest thanks. Now, tomorrow, graduates, when the parties are over, it's time to get to work on your next major life goal. Do not delay. Don't ghost your goals. Or as you might say, don't be delulu. Spend your time, energy, and attention on working towards your next big accomplishment. You went to school to learn. Remember ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Reading, writing, and arithmetic are the branches of the learning tree. So keep on climbing and make learning new things a lifelong pursuit. Further your education by going to college, serving your country in the military, obtaining technical education, or acquiring skills and certifications on the job. These are all good options, and you can do more than one. What's important is you continue on an educational path that helps you reach the life you want for yourself. Class of 2025, the future is not something that happens to you, it's something you create. You have the vision, you have the tools, you have a high school diploma. Now it's time for everyone to let you cook. And as you begin your careers, remember that your time is valuable and so is what you earn. Make investing in your future a habit. Pay yourself first and save a little each paycheck. Trust me, if you do this for the next 30 or 40 years, you'll be very glad you did. Graduates, you are the future. Cherish this moment, learn from the past, and invest wisely in the time that lies before you. On behalf of your school board member, Ms. Gloria Branch, and the entire school board, congratulations. We are proud of you and we wish you all the best in life. Now I'm gonna leave you with this video and a little trip down memory lane. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burke. We will now have our speeches by our student leaders. Our first speech is by our senior class president, Sophie Tucker. Sophie is the daughter of Gary and Beth Tucker. She will be attending the University of Maryland.
Thank you, Dr. C. Can you believe this is the last time we'll all be together as the class of 2025? It feels surreal standing here, looking at all of you, my peers, our family, and friends, knowing that in just a short while, we'll be turning the page to the next chapter of our lives. As I reflect on my time in high school, I want to share the lessons I've learned about friendship, leadership, and ultimately embracing change as we step into the future. If you had asked me the summer before my freshman year if I was ready for high school, my immediate answer would have been yes. I was always told by my family and friends that I was mentally mature for my age. My mom would speak so highly of me because I stayed above the drama, had a tough exterior, and didn't let trivial matters break my stride, which still holds true today. To my parents, I can't thank you enough for always believing in me. You'll never understand how much to me it means that without fail, you've always thought I was smart and capable, especially when I've been hard on myself. Over the past few years, I've had the privilege of serving in student government. When I first applied for a leadership position, I knew I had big shoes to fill, but I also knew this was exactly where I wanted to be. I eagerly raised my hand at every opportunity, whether it was suggesting a Spirit Week theme or brainstorming incentives for our class. From the small handouts at pep rally to the countless fundraisers like Carnival Lunch, every effort was for you. I am deeply grateful to have played even a small role in shaping your high school experience. Over time, I started to notice something. I didn't feel like the most mature one in the room anymore. Everyone was catching up to me. At first, I liked this feeling. It felt like we had finally outgrown the silly tips and pointless arguments. That realization sparked a new fear, the fear of growing up. Before we knew it, there would be no more crowded hallways, no more spirit weeks, no more late night drives with our friends just because we could. We'd be stepping into the unknown, each of us walking our own paths. So, before school started, I made a promise to myself to make this year count, to enjoy my final moments as a high school student and embrace being a free-spirited teenager. I told my mature self that we'd meet again next fall. This year, I have learned that change and growth happens in moments big and small, that all it takes is some encouragement to push through when things are looking down. As I stand here now, I realize that growing up isn't something to fear and that it's something to embrace, because every ending is just the start of something new. So to every single student with a cap on their head today, be insanely proud of yourself. You've worked hard, you've made memories, and you've grown into the person you are today. To the graduates of 2025, I can finally say congratulations.
Our next speech is by Student Government President Cadence Coffey. Cadence is the daughter of Scott and Jennifer Coffey, and she will be attending the University of Florida.
Thank you, Dr. Castellano, and good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the teachers, faculty, parents, family, and friends who are here today. For 18 years, you've guided us, you've supported us, and you have picked us up when we've stumbled. We wouldn't be here without you. Today is a tremendously exciting day, and in some ways a bit scary as well. For the first time, we are stepping out onto our own. It is up to us now to create our own goals, set our own structure, and to find our own way through the obstacles ahead. I would bet that along this excitement, many of us are also feeling a bit of fear as well. I know I am. We're scared of what today signifies, scared of going to college or starting off in our careers, scared of stepping into the unknown, scared of leaving behind the comfort of what we have always known, or maybe just scared of tripping across the stage in front of all of these people. But even with all that uncertainty, I know, and you know, that we are ready. Not because fear is gone, but because we have learned to face it. It is when we embrace fear that we learn, grow, and become stronger. We have already faced moments of uncertainty before. Think about the times you've taken a leap, whether it was trying out for a sports team, competing with DECA or HOSA, stepping onto the stage for the first time, running for a position, or just raising your hand in class. Every time you embraced uncertainty, you gained something. And from here, life's decisions only get bigger. College, careers, new relationships and responsibilities, new consequences with new rewards. Here's what I know about the class of 2025. We are an extraordinary group of people. We will go on to change the world. The challenges ahead may be steep, but our victories will be even greater when we learn to turn our fear into fuel. As Charlie Day said, we cannot succeed without the risk of failure. We cannot have a voice without the risk of criticism, and we cannot truly love without the risk of loss. Graduates, you don't have to be fearless, but you cannot let fear stop you. If you cannot beat fear, you must do it scared. Class of 2025, I am tremendously proud to be a part of today's celebration. To all the people I love, my friends, my family, my dad, there are not enough or just good enough words to express how much your support has meant to me. Graduates, take pride in every moment that has led you here today. We are leaving Spanish River not just with diplomas, but with the connections, friendships, and experiences that will shape the rest of our lives. So stand tall, be proud, and leave knowing that the best is yet to come. As Winston Churchill once said, I know that history will be kind to me because I intend to write it. To the class of 2025, I say this: go out there and write yourselves a great history. Thank you.
It is now my honor to introduce our salutatorian, Shay Huberman. Shay is the son of Seth and Barry Huberman with a 3.99 unweighted GPA and a weighted GPA of 5.60. Shay has distinguished himself through academic excellence and leadership. He has completed a rigorous course load of AP, ACE, and dual enrollment courses, earning an AP Scholar with Honor Award and an ACE Diploma with Merit. Shay was recently honored with the prestigious Bob Scott Award, given to only 8 players statewide each year for his outstanding leadership on and off the lacrosse field, as well as his academic achievements. Alongside his academic success, Shay has been a 2-year captain of the varsity lacrosse team and an academy ambassador, helping to guide and mentor fellow students through Spanish River's ACE and entrepreneurship programs. This fall, Shay will continue his academic journey at the University of Texas. Please join me in welcoming the salutatorian of the class of 2025, Shay Huberman.
Thank you, Dr. Castellano. Good afternoon, graduates and all other attendees. There will come a moment in your life when everything is on the line. Your heart is pounding, your palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. This graduation right here, this is one of those moments, but it's just the beginning. Before I truly understood what it was really about, Lose Yourself by Eminem was one of the first rap songs I ever listened to. I vividly remember my dad playing it for me for the first time in the car. I now listen to it before every sports game as a reminder to stay determined, confident, and seize the opportunity ahead. 33 seconds in, Eminem says, look, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Now I get what it means to just have one shot, because moments don't wait, and neither should we. These past 4 years have provided me with invaluable lessons, both positive and negative, which have shaped me into the person I am today and prepared me for the challenges that lie ahead. So when all of us step into the real world, we may only have one shot for greatness, one opportunity for success, and I implore you, don't let it slip away. I want to quickly thank Dr. Castellano for all she has done for Spanish River. Without you, none of this would have been possible. To the faculty, I appreciate every effort in making this learning environment like none other, especially Mrs. Adamo, Ms. Bajalski, Mrs. Delaney, Mrs. Loyacona, and Ms. Sullivan. To my friends, thank you for pushing me to achieve goals that once seemed unreachable. Thank you to Coach Johnson and to Coach Finver for helping me grow into a leader both on and off the fields. At 2 minutes and 3 seconds, the world is mine for the taking. When we embark on our careers and new life experiences, remember, putting yourself first is not being selfish, it's being smart. Trust yourself, improve yourself, be yourself. Even in the midst of mistakes, there will always be an opportunity to learn, reflect, and grow. So don't be afraid to take that risk you've been wanting to take. There are only 2 outcomes, success or growth. Go after what you want with everything you got, and don't allow regrets, because a life lived in the fear of failure is the real risk. I want to take a moment to express my gratitude towards an individual who has helped me shed my skin from the arrogant and egotistical freshman I was to the slightly less arrogant and egotistical senior I am today. Ms. Calanzani, I am indebted to you and thankful for every lesson you've shared. And now, for the real MVPs of my life, thank you to all my family here today for always supporting me no matter what. Mom and Dad, I truly couldn't have asked for better role models to shape me into the person standing before you today. Nothing makes me happier than giving you guys the front row seats to the show. My sisters, Brett and Andy, I cherish our bond, and I know you guys are always there for me. I've always looked up to you, but I guess since you both finished third in your class, you should be looking up to me now. I also want to give a special thank you to the kid who will give a slightly worse speech right after me. Jesse, we've been through it all together since day one. I'm so proud of how far you've come, and I'm so happy we've made such a dynamic relationship on the way. Every Batman needs his Robin, just like every Eminem needs his Dr. Dre. Graduates, whatever you decide to chase in life, chase after it with confidence. Chase after it like this opportunity only comes once in a lifetime. Class of 2025, go lose yourself. Thank you. Go Sharks.
It is my honor to now introduce our valedictorian, Jesse Cohen. Jesse is the son of Alana and Jason Cohen. With a 4.0 unweighted GPA and a weighted GPA of 5.6857, the highest in Spanish River history, Jesse has truly set a new academic benchmark. He has completed an extraordinary 12 AP courses, 11 ACE courses, and 12 dual enrollment courses, while earning honors as an AP Scholar with Distinction and National Hispanic Scholar. Beyond the classroom, Jesse's leadership has been remarkable. He has served as the president of the Environmental Activities Club, director of competition for DECA, CEO of peer-to-peer tutoring, and president of Tile Talks in leadership and entrepreneurship. Jesse's dedication to academics, service, and leadership will continue this fall as he attends Duke University.
Thank you, Dr. Castellano. Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. 4 years ago, we walked into Spanish River not knowing what was ahead. Today, we walk out knowing who we're taking with us. Because as much as this moment marks the end of something, it's even more about what comes next and who's walking beside us when we get there. What happens after this won't be defined by our grades, our titles, or even our exact paths. It'll be shaped by the people we choose to take that path with. No matter where we go, there's one thing that stays true. We cannot do it alone. The people we surround ourselves with will shape our mindset, our growth, and the opportunities that come our way. They'll either push us forward or hold us back. They'll either fuel our motivation or drain it. And that's why finding your people is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Michael Jordan once said, "Great things come from hard work and perseverance, but great teams make the impossible possible." You could be the most talented person on the floor, but if you're surrounded by the wrong team, you're not playing to win. So as we step into this next chapter, we have to be intentional. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who believe in your potential, and who refuse to let you give up on yourself. But don't forget the ones who helped you get there. The people who believed in you before you believed in yourself, the ones who showed up when it mattered, because you may be moving on, but their impact will follow you. The world will tell us that success is about doing more, moving faster, and being the best, but real success is built with the right people. And at Spanish River, we've already seen what that looks like. Our teachers, mentors, and friends have shaped us into who we are today. Special thanks to Miss Sullivan and Miss Calanzani for pushing me beyond what I thought I was capable of and guiding me into the person I am today. Miss Loyacona, your unwavering support, even when my ideas seemed absurd, has meant everything to me. And to Dr. Castellano, thank you for your leadership and for creating a place where we could grow. To my family, Thank you for everything you've done behind the scenes, for always making sure I could focus on what mattered, for showing me what real commitment and strength look like. You're the reason I've been able to chase big goals with confidence. And to Shay Huberman, my day one, my competition, and apparently the guy giving the better speech today. Thank you. You've pushed me, challenged me, and annoyed me in just the right balance for as long as I can remember. Next time, maybe spend a little less time on the speech and a little more time studying, because let's face it, valedictorian's kind of nice. Now, we get to build our team. Choose people who play hard, bring out your best, pass the ball, take the hit, and stay on the court when the game gets tough. Find your starting five. Let their ambition ignite yours. And when the next challenge comes, because it will, you won't have to face it alone. Right now, we're in the locker room. The warm-up is over, the lights are on, and it's time to step onto the court and play. Class of 2025, congratulations.
One of the traditions of Spanish River is to recognize one of its own with the distinguished title of Teacher of the Year. This educator is honored and respected amongst their peers and is representative of the great Spanish River faculty. This year's Teacher of the Year is Mr. Frank Torres. Thank you, Mr. Torres, for your hard work and dedication to the students of Spanish River. Good afternoon, Shark Nation. We are finally here at this moment. It is amazing to think about all the hard work you've put in to get here and walk across this stage. You've accomplished and learned so much over 13 years. Some of you have excelled academically in areas such as math and science, or English and literature, or maybe in extracurricular areas like sports, music, or theater. Or maybe you were gifted in promoting school spirit or creating a positive school environment. Whatever your gifts may be, you have contributed so much to our school community. As teachers and administration, we poured ourselves into helping you develop in these areas so that you could be successful. And today we celebrate that success as you walk across the stage. But there was another area where we also wanted to help you develop, an area that isn't always directly spoken about, but it's an area that will make you more successful than any of the classes that were on your schedule. That is the area of emotional intelligence. None of you had this class on your schedule or were supposed to develop this area of your life, but you all took the class. The class started as soon as you took the first step on a school campus in kindergarten. The class looked different for each one of you. I'm not going to name names, but some of you were tested in your relationships with other students. You quickly learned in those relationships when they said, "I'm fine," that they actually meant, "You better start apologizing immediately." Some of you were tested in your relationships with your teachers and administrators. Some of you may have even had the privilege of an extra tutorial in my office. Many of you probably didn't even realize you signed up for the class, but each day you had assignments. We required that you treated each other a certain way, spoke to or treated your teachers and administrators a certain way, and even dressed a certain way. Our constant instruction probably felt annoying at times, maybe all the time. But all of these instructions were lessons in the class of emotional intelligence. I hate to break it to you, but this is a class that you will continue to take for the rest of your lives. And it will continue to be the most important class of your life. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions as well as the emotions of others. It's about having self-awareness or the ability to recognize and understand your own thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and how they align with your values and how others perceive you. It's about self-regulation, which is the ability to control one's own behavior, emotions, and thoughts in order to achieve long-term goals. And finally, it's about social skills and having empathy for others. These are the lessons that were taught and that will continue to be taught in the class of emotional intelligence. I know it's a strong statement for me to say that this is the most important class of your life. You might be thinking, how could my strong math or science knowledge not be as important? As you find people in this world that are just as smart as you, what will separate you from everyone around you is your emotional intelligence. The most popular nonfiction book at the time I wrote this speech was Let Them by Mel Robbins. This book speaks to the topic of emotional intelligence. The core idea of Let Them is simple but profound. If people want to do something that bothers you, disappoints you, or goes against your expectations, let them. If they don't support you, let them. If they exclude you, let them. If they don't see your worth, let them. If they choose to walk away, let them. If they doubt you or misunderstand you, let them. Let them be who they are so you can be free to be who you are. Because peace begins the moment you stop trying to control what isn't yours to carry. The second half of the let them equation is let me. While let them is about releasing control over others, let me is about reclaiming control over yourself. Let me stay calm and protect my peace. Let me focus on what I want and need. Let me walk away from situations that don't serve me. Let me respond with grace, not reactivity. Let me invest in my goals, not their drama. I want to take a moment to thank everyone that has stepped in to teach this class on emotional intelligence. First, I'd like to thank your parents who probably taught some of the hardest lessons. I'd also like to thank our teachers, coaches, and administration who have dedicated their lives to teaching this class. As you take the next step with college and ultimately your careers, emotional intelligence is key to you finding success. In your career, emotional intelligence is what helps you smile during meetings that could have been an email. Your career will test your emotional intelligence, especially when your boss says, let's circle back, and you have no idea what you're circling. Finally, emotional intelligence in your career means knowing when to speak up, when to listen, and when to nod thoughtfully while Googling what everyone's talking about. If we think for a moment about your future careers, we find ourselves in a very interesting time, a time like never before with the exponential growth of artificial intelligence. Many of the jobs that you will be pursuing are changing. AI has shown that it can perform many tasks better than humans. But what AI does not have, as of this moment in time, is emotional intelligence. If you can bring self-awareness, self-regulation, social skills, and empathy to your jobs, you will excel. We signed you up for this class at Spanish River, but it's your turn to continue with your development. So please take this class seriously and know that I'm so proud of how well all of you have done to get to this point. Nobody owes you anything, but you owe yourself everything, according to Mel Robbins. So continue to enroll in an emotional intelligence course at every stage of your life to better understand your own emotions and the emotions of others. Let others live their lives and focus on living yours, because you only get one life. Go live it in a way that makes you proud, representing Shark Nation forever. Congratulations, Spanish River High School class of 2025. As we prepare for the presentation of diplomas, I ask that you remain seated so that other guests may see. Please do not come to the staging area, as professional photographers will be taking pictures of this memorable moment for you and our students. I call your attention at this time to the list in the program, recognizing the cords and sashes that students are wearing as they symbolize outstanding achievement in several areas noted in the program. Now, the moment that you've been waiting for. Seniors, you should be very proud of your accomplishments, and I hope that today is just the first of many times that you'll cross the stage to be recognized. We will begin with the presentation of the diplomas, starting with our class officers and academic top 20, listing their universities. While the first rows transition to the stage, please enjoy the music selection Over the Rainbow, arranged by Snyder and directed by our chorus teacher, Mr. Kowalski, sung by our chorus students.
Jesse Cohen, Duke University. Shay Huberman, University of Texas. Cadence Coffey, University of Florida. Sophie Tucker, University of Maryland. Brett Kopitke, University of Chicago. Ava Malik, University of Florida. Lila Steinfink, University of Florida. Dylan Moody, University of Florida. Madison Lebensfeld, University of Wisconsin-Madison. Samantha Saladkin, University of Texas. Justin Feinberg, University of Miami. Leo Bettinger, Cornell University. Timothy Lynn, Stanford University. Brian Da Silva, Cornell University. Mia Vola, University of Florida. Natalia Ray, University of Florida. Sophia Talmadge, University of Florida. Marley Domsky, Vanderbilt University. Emily Sadowski, University of Florida. Anthony Sokolov, University of Central Florida. Anthony Toscano, University of Florida. Amanda Harris, Cornell University. Niharika Adapu, New York University. Cameron Harrison, University of Florida. Jenna Falkins, University of Florida. Gael Castro, University of Florida. Danielle Stagman, University of Florida. Sophia Mumjin, University of Florida. Gabriel Abasella. Giovanni Acasio. Addison Ackerman. Stella Acuna. Laura Adamonis. Isabella Adwar. Adi Aharon. Emma Anel. Olivia Aiken. Yaman Albatar. Eitan Alkali. Lorenzo Alessi. Lucas Alex. Kiara Aliai. Lana Askarova. Mohammed Abu Muhammad. Joseph Alcon. Ian Allison. Omar Allison. Michael Almeida. Sadie Almeida. Aaliyah Alter. Daniel Alvarez. Santiago Alvarez. Denise Alienak. Augustine Andrade. Stephanie Angelos. Isabella Aparador Arias. Chloe Apgar. Marina Aranda. Daniela Arujo. Audrey Argentina. Ana Armistead. Diego Arrioja. Trent Asbel. Emma Aves. Gabriela Baeza Osorio. Anna Baker. Aiden Baloch. Tanner Barsa. Jonathan Bartholomew. London Bedell. Aaron Bihar. Bujrar Bilachev. Angelika Belkina. Lamar Bevel. Sean Ben Moha. Natalie Benitez. Anastasia Berkelia. Summer Berlin-Jerry. Daniel Bermudez Davis. Rebecca Bittman. Juan Blanco. Maria Blanco. Renzo Boascovisky. Deacon Boggs. Zoe Bondarenko. Jaden Bonilla. Mackenzie Borden. Nicholas Baselli. Lucas Botello. Brooke Bozdek. Joshua Browner. Brody Brindle. Catherine Brisson. Israel Brooks. Nyla Brown. Valentina Brundage. Ella Brunette. Hassan Bultaif. Leah Berkatovskaya. Lucas Butkus Marcao, Jaden Cable, Andres Cáceres, Delana Cadet, Genesis Khalil Montes, Drew Campbell, Emily Campos, Mariah Campusano, Aiden John Beck, Monique Capelli, Daniel Carboni, Donna Cardenas, Jarilyn Cardona Barquero, Barbara Carrasco, Mariah Carreras, Shirley Carrion, Julie Carvalho, Murillo Carvalho Barbosa, Christian Freitas, Valentina Castaneda Ortiz, Marely Castillo Fori, Maximo Sescado, Alan Shagayev, Matt Shahood, Princess Charles, Samuel Chavez, Christopher Teresme, Sebastian Cherry, Jesse Clemente, Ella Singer, Jonathan Seville, Alexis Classe, Gianni Cleary, Kylie Clausen, Noah Cohen, Shane Cohen, Leanda Colas, Scarlett Comber Weiland, Milana Compagnoni, Maxim Comtois Tumen, William Comtois Tumen, Cole Cooper, Jacob Cooper, Vori Copeland, Jessica Cordner, Hector Cortez Cornejo, Caio Costa, Kylan Kruger, Linda Zanqueta Ortiz Cruz, Cesar Cuellar, Tommy Cully, Enzo Cunha, Isaiah Cuffy Moses, Milena Dinich, Stefano D'Amico, Sofia Dabouin Benhumea, Augustus Dagasuhan, Julia Danieli, Eduardo da Silva, Enzo da Silva, Lidiana da Silva, Adriana DeCanter, Joshua Duran, Luis de la Cruz Munoz, Graciela de Mena, Julia de Souza, Emily de Almeida, Julian de Aguila, Alejandro del Toro, Isabella de Oliveira, Reina de Rice, Tyler DeRozier, Matthew Diaz, Celine Dench, Colin Dobbins, Jacob Dorsell, Isabella Dos Santos, Tulio Dos Santos, David Dozev, Silvana Durso, Ariella Dufresne, Abby Duke, Daniel Dubois, Benicius Duran, Gabriella Eaton, Jack El Mudasi, Luden Espina, Lucas Estrella, Isabella Estupiñán Angarita, Amy Etienne, Vivian Fetterman, Andreina Fernandez, Hannah Davis, Emily Fadul, Milad Farouki, Ethan Feingold, Emma Feinstein, Trent Feldman, Annalise Filiu, Rebecca Fernandez, Axel Flores, Oliviana Filzami, Lila Fisher, Marina Fiusa, Cameron Fletcher, Dyson Florent, Spencer Fox, Alexandra Fradlin, Rafaela Freire, Jennifer Freire, Luma Freire, Logan Friend, Jolie Friedman, Carini Farini,
Sophia Galitza, Soren Gallus, Davide Gallo, Olena Galushko, Yasmin Gamma, Kai Gao, Victoria Garcia, Vilia Gavino, Mauricio Gaviria Salazar, Emily Geguzinskas, Quinn Gehring, Jace Geller, Alexander Gensimer, Maxime Gensimer, Elena George, Paige George, Paolo Gallo, Sebastian Germain, Camden Yen, Savannah Gabati, Kale Gibson, Logan Gill, Isabella Geraldo Maya, Sasha Glasman, Brian Glenfelt, Adam Glusman, Victoria Godio, Felix Gomez, Thomas Gomez, Bruno Mayorga, Adam Gonzalez, Alejandra Gonzalez Rivas, Javier Granados, Roberto Granados, Hank Greenberg, Isabel Gregory, Noah Grossman, Kiana Grummick, David Gurman, Elijah Gutzler, Omar Hajkassim, Adina Hakim, Armani Humbarchin, Trent Hammond, Maccabee Harad, Minna Harib, Jada Harkness, Olivia Harmon, Chelsea Harris, Ahmet Hazurchi, Riley Heck, Lola Healy, Lucas Hanau, Nyendia Herford, Angelina Green, Charles Guyton, Anaya Hernandez, Sophia Hernandez, Sarah Hersowitz, Nava Hirschman, Rafaela Hoffman, Akiva Holstein, Danica Horace, Jason Huber, Dylan Huff, Ileana Hughes, Dylan Hung, Demario Hurst II, Cheval Ibish, Shania Jacques, Alexander Jaffe, Andrew Jamin, Jacob Jaramillo, Marcus Jasper, Becca Jean Michelle, Magina Joseph, Alexander Jensen, Nevaeh Jerome, Enrique Jimenez, Sierra Jones, Alina Kachanska, Bavia Kadian, Yulia Catalina, Eli Kahn, Nadia Kalick, Georgiana Kane, Jessica Katz, Talia Katz, Jordan Kepler, Lucas Kirkarian, Shin Kai, Don King, Layla Quaj, William Klopowski, Trayvon King, Bruna Clapper, Braden Closty, Sophie Koch, Jacinda Kozier, Daniel Kozdiba, Ryan Kozlowski, Andre Kritsky, Oleana Kuprianov, Athena L'Italian, Isabella Lambertini, Parker Landau, Braden Langmack Kine, Eva Latour, Mia Lavecchia, Mason Levitt, Younggil Lee, Angelina Lee, Angelina Lembisis, Annika Levin, Zoe Leventhal, Jacqueline Levine, Leah Levy, Jordan Lewis, Sophia Likowski, Nicholas Liebig, Ashley Light, Aiden Litton, Jenna Liu, David Lloyd, Alani Lobeto, Valentina Long, Alejandro Lopez, Celeste Lopez Correa, Ailey Lopez De Leon, Demonch Lewis, Xavier Lowndes, Sebastian Lukashevich, Carla Luzone Gaana, Richard Madden, Sophia Madeo, Oliver Madsen, Juan Mayachu Rangel, Ingrid Malatesta, Anna Maluta, Alexandra Malmstrom, Noah Malta, Gregory Maltezos, Noah Mankoff, Shireen Mansour, Sophia Marshallek, Chelsea Martyr, Jacob Marks, Alexander Martone, Jared Mascarenas, Dante Macetta, Naha Masood, Giovanna Matos, Richard Matone, Grace Maurice, Ava Mayberry, Nicole Maz, Ismail McCall, Violet McClanahan, Jasmine McCrae, Melina McKay, Victoria Medina, Alisa Medvedeva, Yafet McConnon, Juliet Minardi, Sebastian Mendez, Joaquin Mendoza. Oscar Mendoza Sanchez. Mohammed Mered. Elise Murhai. Lorenzo Merlini. Rushnan Mifta. Jeremiah Milius. Channing Miller. Luciana Mesme. Nicholas Mink. Stephen Mink. Sky Minsky. Amanda Miranda. Emma Meary. Leah Mitchell. Elena Mitrakina. Mia Mogravejo. Amanda Mohammed Perez. Fernanda Morleh. Brendan Molitor. Joshua Mundy. Melania Monrose. Ludwig Morales. Santiago Morales. Sienna Moran. Gabriela Moravec. Diego Moreno. Sophia Moreno. Miranda Marone. Esteban Morel. Alan Moscow. Gabe Moss. Diego Munoz. Mako Murphy. Teresa Myers. Aiden Nadler. Sandra Naharo. Julia Nascimento Ribas. Ben Nathanson. Alex Nessie. New I Win. Hayden Nodell. Arjan Nurmakanova.
Emilia Obrenovich. Terrell Ocean. Alexis Nowak. Miguel Ochoa. Sofia Olivares. Kentaro Omora. Melina Onya Bernasconi. Marcus Osipian. Dominic Pacheco Bates. Mariana Padilla Alvarenga. Ava Palacios. Simona Panzera. Vera Para. Malik Parrish. Brandon Pasternak. Oliver Pasternak. Celia Paterno. Chloe Paulino. Ariana Pelicanos. Beatrice Piera Duarte. Sviatoslav Pereshluga. Joaquin Pereira. Joseph Parati. Yana Pedlock. Roman Patricia. Abriana Filbert. Cheyenne Phillips. Astana Pierre. Luis Pinto. Biara Pivager. Alyssa Perez. Tanisha Patel. Lucas Plata Rivera. MJ Pollock. Giselle Portanova. Matthew Portmas. Sophia Posada. Ava Posner. Alejandra Poe Guzman. Jackson Poundstone. Saeed Power. Ava Prendergast. Xavier Prescott Penales, Rashad Prevalone, Rachel Purcell, Andres Prieto, Lorraine Primo, Lucas Puentes, Dylan Puffer, Hadley Postilnick, Giovanna Quiros, Jacob Quinones, Marcus Quinones, Ariel Raffaelli, Gabriel Rice, Soraya Rajesh, Angelina Ramirez, Michael Rappaport, Anna Ralseo, Xiomara Raymond Williams, Alian Raza, Iman Raza, Jacqueline Ray, Jack Rizel, Sophia Renard, Daniel Reyes, Tatiana Rodriguez, Ricardo Rocha, Daniel Raffaniello, Ryan Resler Torrentes, Casey Rule, Juan Ribeiro Vendramini, Ryan Richmond, Max Rispler, Dorothy Rittenberg, Micah Ritterod, Brianna Rivera, Ella Rocco, Isabel Rodopoulos, Brendan Rodriguez, Sarah Rodriguez, Sarah Rodstein, Christian Rogers, Felipe Rolling Farias, Emily Romanchek, Juliet Romero Andrade, Martine Romero Rodriguez, Aiden Rosenberg, Eric Rosenblatt, Jaden Rosenwald, Noel Ross, Robert Ross, Jordan Roth, Olivia Russo, Jake Ryan, Chris Saad Allah, Delilah Sabataso, Paulina Safanova, Kira Safris, Alessia Saya, Abriana Santilmi, Angelia Saldivar, Dylan Saley, Ricardo Samaniego, Sophia Samuelson, Ivy Sanders, Tristan Sandis, Valeria Semide, Alexa Serrano, Ana Flavia Santiago, Manav Sawant, Daniela Cyan Salcedo, Abraham Sayeg, Kayla Schmidt, Alexander Schomburg, Bella Schwall, Kira Schwartz, Dominic Shortino, Jonathan Seebeck, Logan Siegel, Gavin Seitz, Muskan Samuel, Andrew Senior Acevedo, Nikki Sailavi, Hayden Shapiro, Rebecca Shapiro, Alyssa Shawah, Nazar Sharabak, Alexander Shavenki, Bernardo Sidor, Bennett Siegel, Angelina Sakar, Joseph Silverfarb, Sean Silverston, Hayden Simmons, Aiden Skaversky, Hallie Smith, Gabriel Suave, Isabella Solomon, Amelia Sosa Walther, Samantha Spears, Sterling Springer, McKenna Stannard, Dervla Steele, Gia Sterling, Sydney Stewart, Masoni Thompson,
Jaden Strong Ujoa.
Angelina Stoyanov, Aiden Stowe, Jessica Strizik, Renata Suarez Roca, Rishi Subramanian, Cole Sumberg, Tegan Sutton, Morris Soveki, Christine Tassiopoulos, Jack Taylor, Pedro Tajeda, Joshua Tuber, Corin Thagard, Grant Tidwell, Frank Toribio Bueno, Luis Torres Mercado, Blake Tristino, Clover Turgeman, Jordan Yuzo, Mamet Unal, Rana Unal, Isabella Valier, Maria Vanegas, Brandon Vasquez, Natalia Vasquez, Fernando Vega, Leticia Vega, Talia Vexler, Nicholas Velasco Cruz, Natalia Veltri, Inez Vera Para, Larissa Viana, Kenneth Wadapin, Blake Wallace, Connolly Wallace, Matthew Wan, Johanna Velez, Sharni Vilbon, Xavier Wright, Preston Warner, Chad Wasserstrom, Simone Weiss, Jayla Whitcomb, Jaden Williams, Alexander Wilson, Evan Wiltsey, Tayden Wynn, Madison Woodard, Annabelle Yee, Melik Yilmaz, Amalie Zabala, Sophie Zalewski, Alex Zambrano, Daniel Zarta Quinteros, Yair Zeladon, Connor Zebro. Oh yes, I have it. The last graduate in the class of 2025, Iram Zipkinker.
Please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. and Miss Spanish River, Brett Kapicki and Ava Malik, as they join our senior class presidents, Angelina Guarine and Milena Denick, along with the Silver Sound Band in the singing of the Alma Mater. Please refer to the words printed in the program and rise at this time for the singing of Spanish River High School's Alma Mater. Seniors, please stay standing. Everyone else may be seated. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium your SGA and senior class president to assist as you change to the location of your tassels. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboards to the left side. Graduates, please sit back down for the closing of the ceremony. The end of your high school career has arrived, and we await the positive change you'll bring. And now, by the power vested in me by the School District of Palm Beach County and Superintendent Mike Burke, I now pronounce you 2025 graduates of Spanish River High School. Graduates, please stand. I present to you Spanish River's class of 2025. Thank you, everyone that attended.